Hey guys, so here I'm just checking out. I found this rumor out here online. Now I'm not sure if it's true or not, or if it's just rumor, but I'm gonna call it a rumor. The Penguin as the first Batman villain to appear in Gotham, in the Gotham TV series. Now I don't know if I talked about the Gotham TV series. I'm assuming I think maybe I have, whatever. Um, it's basically like the intro to Batman type thing, pre-Batman storyline. So I think it kind of follows. From what I get, it's gonna kind of follow the beginning of Batman. From maybe the first episode or in the first season or some point. Might be like around the death of Jonathan Wayne and I forget Thomas Wayne, and I forget what I have no idea what his mother's name is. But so I don't know when this kind of storyline kind of goes. From what the rumors, I'm assuming the alley scene would be like one of the first in the pilot, maybe. But I'm not sure about that. Now, casting Penguin as the first villain, that does seem pretty awesome, pretty well, good choice for a villain. Just because if you think of it, he's one of the older villains. Not that he was one of the original first villains, because if you think of it, like Joker was like one of the first ones, actually, first real super villains. In Batman, first Batman comic. That was he's really older. I don't know when Oswald the Penguin was created. So, but just if you think of just as actual age wise, he's one of the older villains that Batman has, other than like Ra's al Ghul. So he would definitely be. It makes sense if he'd be in there. Whereas Ra's al Ghul maybe just as old, but Ra's al Ghul is not in that part of the world. Whereas the Penguin, he would be starting up. He would be slowly becoming the Penguin. Becoming the crime boss at the beginning of this, and so you could slowly see him grow up and start off. I'd love to see him in here as like almost if you're watching. I've watched a little bit of Boardwalk Empire. My parents are watching it, so you kind of see how in Boardwalk Empire you see what's his name, Alcatraz, whatever. I can't think of it. Al Capone. Al Capone. You see Al Capone in that storyline kind of slowly grow up, and like he starts off as a no one, as just a lackey, as a nobody, and then he slowly does things and like, oh my god, that's Al Capone. You know what I mean? He slowly grows into the character who he is. So I'd love to see something like that with this guy. Have Oswald start off as a young guy, not knowing anything, being just some guy's lackey, just a little random guy. Um, you know, and then eventually bring himself up to the kingpin, like the kingpin, the penguin, and bring himself up to that point. That would definitely be something interesting to see. Do it that way instead of the way they did it in the 1980s show, a movie where he was actually left in the sewers with like a bunch of birds or whatever, garbage like that. Like, give him infatuation with birds, but that's about it. You know what I mean? Um, just being like give him a crime boss that he just calls himself the Penguin because he's always been teased as a kid. He would look like a penguin. And that's why he chose the name Penguin. So that would definitely be something interesting to see, and see him slowly grow into the character of the Penguin. That would definitely be something interesting to see. So I don't know. What do you think? Let me know if you think the Penguin would be a good first Batman villain. I think it would definitely work because it would make sense time wise. He'd be the right age by the time Batman was born and Batman was created. By the time Bruce was Batman, it would be the right age timeline. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, peace out.